Thank you very much. It is certainly an honor to be here and stand with the American Life League. The pill has been a disaster in many facets for women with all the post-contraceptive regret, which we will talk about, breast cancer, cervical cancer, and other fruits of the pill. For couples, infidelity, turmoil, increased divorce rate. For the family and the decreased number of children they're being having. For the country, because of the demographic winter that we are now in. No one can claim there are enough children in the world. No one can claim the world is overpopulated without revealing themselves to be rooted in ignorance and in willful ignorance. So let's talk about the environment and the effects on that first. I'll pick up on Dr. Joyce's comment about the fish. He provided many great facts about that. So, it's important for us to realize people are coming at those that love life and defend life and saying, yeah, you really care about the environment, right? Well, the answer to that is actually yes. Yes, we do. And I challenge the environmentalists to come back and answer us. Do you care about the killing of the unborn children in America? Please care about them as much as you care about the fish and other animals. These fish, 80% tested, are showing intersex characteristics. Well, let's think about that. That is the result of all the millions of women who have been misled into taking the pill. And how does that get excreted from their body? It gets excreted through the urine, which ends up in our water system. Let me ask you a question. Why is it that we are horrified and we stop boys from taking steroids when they're going to lift weights and get those big muscles after puberty? Or our baseball players are robbed of going into the Hall of Fame because of their bad example of steroid use? But in America, every day, pediatricians and doctors are placing young girls as young as 12 years old and women unknowingly on the birth control pill, steroids, group 1 carcinogens. Never in the history of America or medicine have women or any patient been placed on this class of medication unless there was a life-threatening condition. This is unspeakable falsehoods that are being rendered to this entire generation. Breast cancer has increased by 40% over the last 30 years. What used to be considered a post-menopausal disease of women is now visiting women in their 30s and some in their 20s. This increase perfectly reflects the increase and rise of the birth control use in America. The Guttmacher Institute, New York Times calls that America's widely respected Guttmacher Institute, the research arm of Planned Parenthood, will tell us 60% of women who present for abortions at the abortion clinics are there because of failed birth control. Failed birth control. HLI America, founded 2 weeks ago under Father Eitner and Human Life International, our goal is to expose to America the link between contraception and abortion. More contraception, more prevention is pushed by the Obama administration only leads to more abortion. It is a myth to believe otherwise. These poor escorts over here in front of Planned Parenthood, these young girls, the same age as some of my daughters, probably do not understand the impact of the birth control pill, physically, mentally, and spiritually. They are the people we we aim to educate in America, because the facts alone will convert people that listen to them. Undeniable facts that the birth control pill, epidemiology, solid as can be, causes an increase in breast cancer. Not just breast cancer, cervical cancer, and liver cancer. I am stunned to see articles coming out from the Planned Parenthood mentality saying it is healthier for a woman to be on the pill than it is to not be on the pill. Complete lies, complete fabrications to lure women down the path of birth control pill, which in turn will lead to more abortion. When they place young girls on the birth control pill, Planned Parenthood hears a bell ring. And you know what that bell is? It is their cash register. Because they know those girls they place on the birth control pill will be back to obtain their services in a very dark moment of confusion. And they will profit from an abortion. Let's talk about one story. And we'll call her Jane, because we always protect the privacy of women. Jane was placed on the birth control pill as a teen. She admits, I had no reason to say no anymore. It led to promiscuous sexual activity with many sexual partners. Eventually, by the time she was 26 years old, she had 3 abortions. This is a true story, 3 abortions. When she finally got her act together and made herself right in her life, she found a wonderful man and got married, only to discover her infertility. She then desperately went on to infertility drugs, was blessed with a little boy, and in her mid-30s was then faced with the most aggressive form of breast cancer known. This story about Jane is everywhere. It's in every state of America. It is abroad because of what we peddle abroad in the contraception field. This story is a result of this poor woman as a teen being put on the birth control pill for acne. There is an epidemic in America of pediatricians placing these young children on the pill for acne or to regulate their cycles. Regulating cycles, again, a complete lie. This does nothing but give these girls breakthrough bleeding and alters their system for the rest of their life. Post-contraceptive regret is also an epidemic in proportions. There is not a week that goes by that I don't have a woman call, email, or personally tell me that they wish they had more children. The environment in America for loving and accepting children has been mortally wounded by the Planned Parenthood mentality and Margaret Sanger. I had a friend that went to visit her mom in a stroke unit out west. She came back and she said, Jen, you cannot believe the teenage, college, and early 20 women laying in these stroke units. No one hears or reports about these women. They are there as a result of the birth control pill. The fruits of Margaret Sanger's passion are now the big lie in America. As a result of the big lie, we have 50 million surgical abortions since Roe and estimated 250 million chemical abortions due to the birth control pill. Results of which are now bleeding into our streams, and we see the effects on the fish. The birth control pill in America 50 years ago unleashed a great darkness in America, a darkness under the earth that we are having a hard time capping at this point. We are now in America realizing that we have to shed light on the myth-shattering myth that has been purported by Planned Parenthood. You can go to ALL.org or HLIAmerica.org and we will show you the myth-shattering information of the big lie. It's amazing to me how people's mourning and regret is ignored in America by the big media, by Planned Parenthood, who seeks only to provide their expensive services and obtain their grant money from our tax dollars in order to make sure that more and more people come back to them repeatedly. It was just revealed this week that the Obama administration and the Congress and Senate has snuck in coverage for contraception with our tax dollars into the health care plan. Nobody talked about that when that debate was going on. It is incumbent upon folks that are our age, my generation, to shed light to the younger generation so that they don't make the same mistakes as we did. Increased birth control, increased sickness, regret. Regret is non-discriminating. It visits upon everyone who has done something they cannot take back. They mourn, women mourn the children they willingly prevented. It is a sad crisis point in America. Our nursing homes have become prisons of loneliness. Old folks in these homes rocking baby dolls because they have no children or grandchildren to come see them. I stand with American Life League to expose the pill kills. It kills your mother, it may have killed your grandmother, it will come after your sisters. Statistically speaking, as a mother of 9 and a registered nurse, HLI America is here to expose the big lie, and we ask people to consider looking at the facts, not just of the physical damage, but of the spiritual damage done to individuals and to America. Thank you.